These are the 3 key steps you need to go through to automate your cleaning business. So when we talk about automation, it's really the idea that we need to input relatively little time to manage and grow your cleaning business. And the reason why this is super important is because what you will find is that your cleaning business will grow quickest when you as the business owner are spending more time on the business rather than in the business. And that means really running the day-to-day operations. So if we can find systems and software and technology to automate as many of these day-to-day operations as possible, this will allow us to spend more time on figuring out how to grow the business. So let's jump straight into it. So first of all, we need to pick a scheduling software. This will do the majority of the heavy lifting for us in the day-to-day operations in our business. So what is a scheduling software, and what are some of the companies that offer this? So a scheduling software is essentially a glorified calendar. The calendar in your business will obviously contain all the lists of all the client bookings in there, allocated by the day of the week and the time of the day, and obviously tagged to each cleaner as well. So this really sits at the heart of your business. Many people will still use pen and paper, or maybe some Google Calendar, or maybe a spreadsheet to do this. But my recommendation is that you want to pick a scheduling software to do this. So a scheduling software, obviously houses all your bookings in an online calendar, but it does a lot more than that as well. So whenever a client books, an automated email will get sent out to the client with all the details. They will also usually get an automated reminder email a day or 24 hours before the cleaning is due. They'll also get sent a follow-up email after the cleaning is complete, often with a review link or a request to post a review online. So all of this automation happens in the background. And further important point is that it also seamlessly automates all your payments for you as well. And this is something that is super important. Many people, when they're starting out, will accept lots of different payments. They'll accept cash payment, they'll accept check payment, they'll accept online payment, card payment. But my recommendation is that you just want to offer an online payment option. So clients have to book a service, they need to provide card details, and then what happens within the scheduling software is that once the cleaning completes, then that payment is taken from the card automatically. So a huge amount of automation, a huge amount of time saved. You're not taking money into the bank, you're not getting it checked or cashed in. It all happens automatically. So pick a scheduling software. That is the first big point you need to make, or the first big step you need to take. There are lots of different options out there. My recommendation is to use a scheduling software that is specific to the cleaning industry. There are lots out there that provide software for lots of different industries, lots of different trades industries. My recommendation is choose one that is specific to the maid service house cleaning industry, and you'll find that is most closely matched to what we're looking for. So a few examples here. Zenmaid is a great company. There's also Booking Koala. Launch 27 is a third. All three effectively do a very similar thing. They all offer free trials, so my recommendation would be just to have a free trial with all of those three, and then pick the one that you think is most usable. So picking a scheduling software to sit at the heart of your business is a huge step up in automating your cleaning business. So once we have that, we then move on to step 2, and that is using a virtual assistant to automate the majority of the manual tasks in your business. So a scheduling software is great because it automates lots of the tasks around client bookings, reminders, payments, all those types of things. But then there will be lots of different tasks in your business that are more manual. So you'll probably have a virtual assistant, or be planning to have a VA or an office manager in your business to help manage operations for you. But things, such examples would be maybe on the client side, someone calls in and asks for a quote. How would your VA deal with that quotation? How do they price it? What are the questions that they ask? Maybe another example might be a client has had a cleaning, but they're making a complaint. Again, how do we deal with that? Do we give money back? Do we send a team to go back and re-clean? Those would be examples of a couple of things on the client side. On the cleaner side, your VAs will probably be running, telephone interviews to recruit new cleaners. So what are the questions that they hire? How do they know to progress someone's application? For those cleaners who are already in your cleaning company and cleaning for you, maybe they've had to call out with sickness, or maybe they are going to go on vacation and they've given you 12 hours notice. How do you deal with these types of things? Those would be examples of a couple of things on the cleaner side. So key thing we need to do with these more manual tasks is to create a systems and operations SOP handbook. And what this is basically a step-by-step process for all the major manual tasks in your business and how you deal with it. So as an example, a new client calls in asking for a quotation. Okay. First step would be asking them, how regularly they want, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, size of the property, the types of things that are important. Those step-by-step questions would all be covered off in your document. And for all the main tasks in your business, you want to have a document that lists all these things out. So if you are in the business and you're the business owner and you're running operations, just over the course of a week, open up a Google document or a Word document and just list all the major tasks that you do in your business and how do you go step by step to getting those tasks complete. The most important thing and the key way that we take a further step of automation in our cleaning business is that we need to take everything that is in our head in terms of how we deal with problems, how do we get tasks completed, and to get them down on paper, because we need to get it down on an online document, a piece of paper, because when we hire a virtual assistant to manage the day-to-day operations for us, we need to refer to a document. They need to know, they can't figure out on their own how to deal with all these issues. You need to make sure that they follow a step-by-step procedure. So we need a document in the first place to then hire a virtual assistant or an office manager, and then this will be the next step of automation in our business. We're taking all the manual tasks that we as the business owner have had to figure out on the fly, put it down onto a document, and then hire a VA to then take those tasks from us. Point 3 is then turbocharging your marketing with CRM. What do I mean by this? So CRM refers to something called customer relationship management. It's a software that you often use and you pay for each month. But what this does is that it really provides a very, very effective way to maximize your chances of taking someone who is interested in your service, or maybe they've asked for a price, and trying to convert them to a booked client. So, one very common stat that is often talked about is that new clients need to see your business 7 times in various forms before they feel comfortable enough to book service with you. And this is where a CRM software can be really, really effective, because what a CRM software can do is it can automate a lot of the follow-up with new leads without you having to do any of the follow-up manually yourself. So you set up the systems, for example, a new inquiry comes in, you can automate an automated email to get back to someone. You can even automate a phone call back to that client, and you can send text messages, voicemail drops. If people don't get back to you, then you can then send them a follow-up series of messages the next day. Automation is great in this regard because it can be really, really intelligent, because it can send different messages according to how the client has reacted, how they've responded, and you can get quite a complicated map of an automation. And the reason why this is really effective is this: once it's all set up, you don't need to worry about it at all. This happens completely in the background. It happens when you're sleeping, at night, when you're working on other parts of the business. So this really takes the automation up to a further level, because a lot of people, and this is particularly prevalent with new startups, is that they don't follow up enough. You know, maybe someone has requested a quote and they've called them back but not heard back. And then, you know, maybe they call once or twice more and then they leave it. We need to follow up all the time. You know, we need to follow up regularly and by different channels. And what you'll find is that a greater percentage of those people will then convert to booked clients. So the CRM that I recommend all cleaning businesses use now is called Highlevel. What I use in my business, it's super effective. There's so many features that these guys are rolling out new features every single day. And really this is the third part of how to automate your cleaning business. So in this next video, I'm going to talk about Highlevel in a bit more detail. I'm going to go into the features in a bit more granularity, and really this will really help with the follow-up in your business and ultimately how to book more clients from those leads that come in. So I hope you found today's video helpful. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me. But otherwise, I will see you on the next one.